Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be creating more of like a burnt orange slash brown type of makeup look. This look is perfect for the fall time, which is approaching pretty soon, sooner than we think. And all the eyeshadows I use are from the Morphe 35O palette, which has a great color range. And so I did more of like a little bit of a darker lip, dramatic lashes. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, please continue watching. Alright, so to begin this makeup look, I'm going to be using the 5th color in the 2nd row of the Morphe 35O palette. And I'm going to be placing this on my crease, and it's a nice neutrally shade that I'm going to use as my transition color. So next I'm going to be taking that last color in the 2nd row, and it's like an orangey type of shade. I'm going to be concentrating this more on the outer edge of my eye and then putting it a little bit on the crease. So taking that red-orange shade, the last color in the 3rd row, I'm going to be placing that again on top of that color we just placed. And I'm just really emphasizing this color to deepen up the look a little bit and making it more dimensional. So taking that coppery brownish shade underneath that red-orange shade we just used, I'm going to be placing this a little bit under my crease and giving it more of a transition for our next color. Taking that 4th color on the 3rd row, I'm placing this brownish coppery shade on the outer V of my eye, and I'm using the Morphe 200 brush. And then I'm going in with that fudgy brown color on the 4th row, that 3rd color, and it's like a darker brownish shade, and I'm really just concentrating that to smoke out that eye look. And now using the 1st color on the 3rd row, I'm going to be using that light brown shade and placing that on my lid using the Morphe G14 brush. And then I'm going to be using that brickish coppery shade that we used before on our outer V of our eye and placing that on our lid again, just to give it some more color. So next, to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to be going in with the color Pearl from the Lorac Pro To Go Eye and Cheek palette. Then going in again with my tapered blending brush, I'm just kind of like blending away those shadows together. Alright, now to take off that tape. And then I'm going to be going in with the Benefit Porefessional, and I'm placing that on as primer on my face and all my problem areas. So next up, I'm going to be taking my Makeup HD Forever foundation, and I'm going to be using my kabuki brush and placing that all over my face as a foundation, and I'm using the shade N155. So next up, I'm going to be going in with my Becca Undereye Corrector and placing that directly underneath my eyes to cancel out any darkness that I have underneath my eye area. So next up, I'm going to be taking my tapered kabuki brush and just blending away that under eye corrector underneath my eyes. So next up for concealer, I'm going to be using the Sephora Bright Future Concealer in the shade Meringue. And I'm really going to be brightening up my face with this concealer and using this as a highlight to bring up my highlight of my face. So now to blend away that concealer, I'm going to be using my tapered kabuki blending brush again and blending that all into my skin, making sure it's very blended away. I really enjoy this brush because it really packs down into that concealer. I actually got this brush from Beauty Junkies, and so if you're all interested in buying, you should definitely check it out because I really love this brush. And then I'm taking the Kat Von D Lorac and Levitation as I use usually and placing that underneath my eye area where I placed my concealer. And then I'm going in for contour with Shadowplay and carving out my contour of my cheeks. And then I'm just carving the rest of my face with that contour shade and in the perimeters of my face. And then I'm also using Shadowplay to contour my nose area as well, as I usually always do. Alright, and here I'm just blending away that nose contour, making sure those lines disappear. And then I'm going in with that darker contour shade called Subconscious, and I'm deepening that contour underneath my cheek area and giving it more of a dimension. And I'm using an angled brush to do this. Then I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, which I normally do, and placing that underneath my eye area, underneath that contour, and on top of my forehead and on my chin to really set that makeup look. I make a weird face and just let my translucent powder set for a little bit, and then I just put some brow clear gel on my brows, and then just afterwards slightly dust away all that translucent powder that I put onto my face. And then I'm going to be going in with a powder brush and then just buffing in that contour onto my face so it's not so extreme. And then I'm going in with my Lorac Pro To Go Eye and Cheek Palette, and then I'm going in with bronze a little bit just to kind of like bronze up that cheek area a little bit more. So I'm placing that a little bit on top of that contour, and then I'm going in with the Coral Blush from the Lorac Pro To Go Eye and Cheek Palette, and just placing that on a blush brush and putting that onto the tops of my cheeks. So for my lower waterline, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner in black and just putting that as eyeliner underneath my eyes. Just taking that lighter orangey shade that we used for the eye look, I'm going to be taking my pencil brush and placing that on the lower lash line. Just kind of smoking that out. And then I'm going to be taking that last color on the first row, which is like a deeper orangey shade, and placing that again underneath the lower lash line, really making that like an orangey eye effect. And then I'm going in with the color Pearl and placing that in the inner corners of my eye to really highlight that eye look. Then for eyeliner, as usual, using the NYC Black Eyeliner, one of my favorite eyeliners. It's pretty cheap. You can find it in the drugstore, pretty much CVS, Target, Walmart, anywhere. And yeah, I love this eyeliner. And then now I'm curling my lashes. And then I'm going in with the Rimmel Lash Accelerator on my upper eyelashes. And then I'm going in with my other mascara and putting that on my lower lash line. Then for eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Violet Voss in Idaho. Yes, Idaho. And I'm putting that on as eyelashes. I love these eyelashes. They're so gorgeous. They're very dramatic, but I love dramatic lashes. You know, I can never get enough of it. It just really pops up that like makeup. I know. That's how I am. But anyways. And then I'm using this NYC Liquid Illuminator and placing that on top of my blush a little bit to start off, to kind of prime for highlight. And I've never used this before. I was just kind of trying it out. It worked a little bit, but of course I had to go in with my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I'm placing that on the tops of my cheeks and kind of highlighting my whole face look. And then of course taking my fan brush, my Morphe fan brush, and packing that highlight more onto my cheeks and then on the bridge of my nose, below of my nose, you know the deal already, and just making that highlight pop. And then I'm also going with like a flat top brush and putting some of that Laura Geller underneath on my brown bone to really highlight that eye look. And as you can see, it kind of really just brings together the look, just adding that extra touch. So to moisturize my lips and prep my lips for a liquid lipstick, I'm going to be going in with my Bite Beauty lip mask and putting that all over my lips. And I'm going to be taking the color Tool from ColourPop Cosmetics and placing that as my lip color. And it's a nice Plum Rosy color. And I just kind of noticed, I was like, wow, this lip color goes perfect with the eye look, you know, kind of brings it out a little bit more. And it's just a perfect, like, fall shade, I would say. Very pretty. So after I apply that lip color, I'm just going to be placing a setting spray and all over my face. I'm using the Pixie setting spray, and then that finally completes our makeup look. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really hope you can create this look back at home. It's perfect for fall time. It was a pleasure doing this, and if you have any other suggestions or beauty inspiration you would like me to do, please leave it down in the comments, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much.